welcome to today's very special episode of Just Jenna. We have a brilliant show for everyone. As you know, it's become a household story basically. Pro athlete and child movie star Jay Banzaf was caught having relations with his children's nanny and now has been released from the mental institution where he received 4 weeks of treatment, and the doctors feel he's ready to come back into the real world. So we have the victim herself with us, his ex-wife, and Jason will be coming out at the end to tell us a little bit about the situation. So without any further ado, would you please help me welcome Kendall Ketchup. Hi, how are you?
Thanks for having me.
No, Kendall, I'm not going to ask you to get into too much explicit detail. Obviously, this is afternoon television programming, and I know it must be hard for you to talk about, but how long did you work with the Banzaf family for?
I nannied for them for about 6 years, and I became very close with the little boys. So when they would go on family vacations or out to dinner, I was part of the family because I've been with them for so long.
So you felt very comfortable around this family, obviously. I mean, did you ever feel threatened or violated by Mr. Banzaf in the past?
No.
You know, that's what they say, especially after his role in the movie Aladdin, and he's became such an idol to children, adults, everything. This came out of left field for everyone. Can you give us a little bit about what happened on the incident?
I was nannying for their family. They were on a family vacation. We were away.
Do you believe that the incident was premeditated? Did he plan this out? Where was his wife and children? Or did it just
in the morning, he had just gotten back from golfing all morning with his friends on one of the nice golf courses down there. I guess they've been having a few drinks. I just dropped his kids off at swimming lessons down there.
And where was Mrs. Banzaf?
He sent her away on a trip to the spa.
Well, there we go. There's the key to all of this. He premeditated this, basically. You know, the courts and the viewers and his former fans and now his enemies, as you would call it, are very conflicted because he pled insanity and he got off basically scot-free. I mean, 4 weeks later, a month later, after the whole ordeal's done, he's here to talk with us on the show.
I think
Blurs
he has
in the
a very
stories.
strong lawyer.
Does he? Oh, well, we have them all here, and I know that for your best interest, you don't want to see them or be anywhere near them. So we're going to have to end our time with you, but we appreciate you coming so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, and we are back with Ryan Highland, attorney to the rich and famous, basically. And he is the lawyer of Jason Banzaf, athlete and actor who just got out of the mental institution for having relations with his nanny. So this has become a big issue in Hollywood and basically all over. Rich, powerful men taking advantage of women trying to make their way up. And now, to you, that is not what happened, correct?
Oh, not at all. I mean, the whole story has gone through court. My client's been proven innocent. I think the fact that we're even here is absurd. He's gone through everything he had to do. We're just kind of clear the air with the public and show.
Well, this is a good way for you to do that. Okay. All right. We'll take your word for that. So he underwent psych evaluations and everything else. Why do you think he was insane? Just pressures from the public and stress?
The movie, the pressure in Hollywood is a lot different than the pressure that he understood in Vancouver when he was playing with the basketball team. The fans understood everybody.
Especially children. I mean, he's Aladdin, the house on an animated version.
I think that's where the problem started. The kids kind of motivated the craziness in him, brought out a whole different side of Hollywood that my client has just never been exposed to.
Yeah, I mean, he has young children himself. He probably couldn't even go get an ice cream cone without being mobbed by
people. And he loves ice cream. It's a sad thing. I mean, he reached the point where he can't go out in public anymore. He can't get the subway.
Was this before or after he had these?
As a basketball player, he was always noticed. He's a tall fellow. You can see him on the street.
I've seen him.
People would gawk, and he got used to the popularity of Aladdin. And then once the stunning resemblance to the actual cartoon character has opened up a whole new set of
play. Oh, I mean, I've been saying that since I saw.
it's uncanny actually.
Well, so now have you yourself, as his defense, basically, have you been facing any kind of scrutiny for this?
Well, not necessarily. Kind of blend in with the crowd.
You're not as noticeable as him.
Noticeable, which is not a problem because I still get my ice cream. But we're not here to talk about me. We're here about my client. And we want to clear the air with his fans and with the children and the ice cream lovers around the world that he's a good person and these allegations are false and they've been proven in court. We want to prove it now to you.
Do you think he will be back on the big screen or back on the court anytime soon, or do you think he's gonna lay low for a little bit? I mean, his wife, well, we have her next, but she apparently has left him. It didn't seem to me like his nanny wants anything to do with him.
Well, he's been going through a hard time with his family, obviously, and that's what he's trying to take care of first, because obviously that's more important with the kids and the wife. I can see things being patched up with the family pretty soon. The return to the court will actually help him, I think, kind of get his mind off of this stuff. We have been reading scripts. I've actually been talking with his agents, and we're looking for a Superman 2, where he might take over the role of Dean Cain as Clark Kent. A haircut might be in order, but we're going to look into that. Telephone booth locations have been scouted out, and they're looking to start filming within the next 6 or 7 months. The season's right around the corner, though, and my client's in top shape, ready to play. Cut back on the ice cream, thanks to the fans. And he's ready to go. We're ready to get his life back in order.
Okay, well, there you have it. Jason Manzaf's lawyer, Mr. Ryan Highland. And stay tuned, we'll be back with your next life. Hi, everyone. We're back with Miss Olga Jones. She was the former Mrs. Olga Van Zaff, but if you've been tuning into the story or you own a newspaper, you know that is no more. So now, I know this is going to be hard for you to speak with us. I mean, we are so thankful that you came on the show. We just want to know a little bit about your relationship before the incident with your former nanny.
I just cannot believe I wasted so much time on this guy. We have 2 kids, and he always tried to show off. He tried to buy me with his money. He tried to impress his friends with his money. He's just so disgusting. I can't believe I was with that guy. And everything he did, it was for money. He cheated on me so many times with different girls.
So now, you say he's had extramarital affairs before?
Oh, yeah.
But none of those women, I mean, not to be in his defense, of course, never, but none of those women have come forth and said that he forced sex on them.
They probably wouldn't want that because...
So you think he's falling into this epidemic of rich males okay. Now, in court, how did that whole thing go for you? Were you devastated by the results that he's facing no jail time, no nothing, and he is...
Absolutely, and I will try to make everything possible so he can go to jail.
And that didn't happen. I mean, he's here with us. I know you, as well as Kendall before, did not want to see him, and you won't. We have him coming on next. I mean, obviously, she's not working for you anymore, but do you have hard feelings against the nanny, or just both of you are just livid at his disgusting, piggish behavior?
I'm very upset. I don't know what to say about that because I feel really, really bad for poor girl.
So much of this is being covered up in court, and then the punishment of 4 weeks at an asylum doesn't seem warranted, you know? But I think that you are a very strong woman. I hope that from this divorce you got lots of this money he loves to throw around so much because you deserve it. And thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Okay, well, after we come back from the next commercial break, we will have Mr. Jay Van Zaff himself, but we're going to get a little backstage footage of what's going on in this craziness at Just Jenna.
Yeah, I warmed her up. She totally bought it. Just keep rolling with the whole insanity thing, and we'll be fine. We'll be out of this. It'll be over our heads in a few weeks.
I possibly call Kendall again? Or?
I mean, she's around. She might want to.
I don't know. Her friend's.
Who can resist you?
That other nanny?
Ooh.
With the.
Tall.
She sent me a picture of her boobs. Yeah, right there. That one.
I'm a man. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I would say that the insanity thing's working, huh?
She's a little ball of fun.
Ooh.
But everything's good?
Yeah, I mean,
up.
she's a little bit of a hard ass, but
cheers.
I'll work her in.
Cheers to that.
You're good.